Welcome to the struggle bus. No, to It's Time for Yarn. But seriously, kind of been on the struggle bus lately, but you know, sometimes you just gotta press record. So here, I am officially 8 months pregnant, and so I am getting ready for my baby shower. It's coming up tomorrow in my time. Not sure when this video will be up, but tomorrow in real world time is when my baby shower is, and I am excited to celebrate with some friends and my family to welcome baby Trip. If you haven't heard, I am pregnant, and my baby is going to be named after his father, and he is the third. So my husband's Junior, my baby's the third, so he'll be called Trip, like triple. And we are excited to welcome him, and can't wait for him to get here. I'm ready to hold him. He's 4 pounds, 4 ounces. But in preparation for my baby shower, I wanted to do something special for my friends' children. They're going to be coming. I have 3 friends that are hosting my shower, and I got some cards for them. And then I have several friends that are coming that they have little girls that wanted to come. And so I'm like, absolutely bring them. It'll be so much fun. I love my friends' kids, you know. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh man, you have kids, don't bring them. I'm like, no, bring your kids. They're cool too, you know. But anyway, I wanted to show some care to the children that will be at my shower. And I mean, it is a party for a child, right? So, like, why can't kids be there? But anyway, so what I've done, just a few little things. I went to Dollar Tree, second favorite store after, craft stores naturally, and got some coloring books, coloring pages. This is one that's left over from Easter. It's a big coloring mat. I got this one because it's giant and easy to color for little kids, but also it's easy to like share color. You like it folds out, one kid can be on this side, one on that side of the table, and they can be coloring together, but not on the same picture kind of thing. Then I got Bearstein Bears School Time Coloring Fun, just as a throwback, because I mean, I grew up on Bearstein Bears. I don't know. I just thought it was super cute, and the pictures are not too detailed. Well, this one's kind of detailed, but I don't know. It was just nostalgic for me, and I wanted it, so I got it. And if they don't take it home, one of them doesn't take it home, if they don't color in it, I'm gonna bring it home, and I'm gonna color in it. And then I just got this simple jumbo coloring activity book. It says you are someone special, and it's kind of almost like adult coloring pages. Like, that's a kind of fancy page for kids, but it has nice uplifting sayings in it. I just thought it was fun. That was really cool. We're all in this together. Look at that barrel of monkeys. But I just thought that was cool. Just for them to have something to do so that, their moms can hang out together, like we're all friends here, and let their kids be entertained doing some other things. But I got these crayons, unicrayons, 8 assorted colors. I've never heard of unicrayons. They're like all the little animals on the front are unicorns. I thought little girls would like that. Cosmic crayons. That's pretty neat. There's the colors on the back there. Are they the same colors? No, different colors. All right, nice. And then this one says colors of kindness. They're like pastels. And then I got these jumbo ones. They're like large crayons. So the youngest one is going to be, I think she's 4. I think she's almost 5. But I was trying to keep in mind that some of them might have a harder time coloring than others. So, and then my plan is to send those home with them. If they want them, take them home. Then I kind of spiraled, you guys. I kind of went down a rabbit trail because I was working on some projects, some blankets, trying to finish them up to do my next blanket tour. And then I had a bin that I'm like, there's only a little bit of yarn left in it. I need to use up that yarn so I can move it out of the way, so I can put some other yarns that I have that are kind of like waiting to be put into the bin. So I can just kind of use up some yarn and get it out of the way. So I had a few things that I'm like, what can I make with this? What can I make with this? I don't have enough to make a blanket. I don't want to make like slippers. Like, I don't know, what can I make? And so I have this book, Whimsical Stitches by Lauren Espy. My mom got this for me actually back in March for my birthday. And like, I just fell in love with all of the little things on the front. Like, this is so adorable, so freaking cute. And so I was kind of like looking through and like, what can I make like out of these yarns? Like, these are all worsted weight yarns. They're all a 4-weight. That's what they recommend for all of their patterns. But with any of these, it doesn't matter what size yarn you use, really. Like, just follow the pattern just like it is and use your big chunky yarn and make something cute that's giant. You know what I mean? So I attempted that. I wanted to make a cupcake. So I made this using up this pink yarn, using up this blue, and this kind of like marbled yarn. I was trying to make a cupcake, but my mom says she looks more like a mushroom. But so I was like, well, okay, like if she was red with white spots, like, okay, maybe it would be a mushroom. So I don't know, I might turn one into a mushroom. But I ran out of this pink that I was using up here, so I had to swerve and use a different pink that I had. This is just a regular 4-weight that I doubled up, and then I attempted to make the eyelashes, but to me it was a fail. It just kind of made her look mean. I feel like she's like glaring. I'm like, okay. But, you know, she's my first attempt, and I did follow the recommendation of putting a piece of cardboard in the bottom to help her stand up. So she stands up nice and straight. She's, you know, she's not too bad. But I figured I would take her to the shower and, like, see if one of the little girls wanted her. Yeah, I was just making her to make her, just to see if I could. And I did. So there's that. But then I got to thinking, well, I like these cupcakes. I want to make a cupcake that looks like a cupcake. And so I started going to town. And I made this little guy first. And the little cherry actually is the cherry that she has in the, almost called it a recipe book, in the pattern book, for a piece of pie. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to put this little cherry on the top of this cupcake. And I think it is so cute. I didn't do his mouth quite right. So he kind of looks like he's mean mugging, like, be messed with my cupcake, you know, I don't know, it looks kind of mean. So, but I just thought it was fun, thought it was cute. But I used up some of this Just Chenille yarn. It's a Premier yarn that I got at Dollar Tree, and I just had some of it, and I was like, you know, let me see if I can make that work. And so I was able to use it using the regular size. They have a regular size cupcake and a jumbo cupcake, and so I made the regular size with this chunkier yarn, and then I used the regular 4-weight, but I made the jumbo bottom, if that makes any sense. So like, this is for the pattern of the regular size, but it came out bigger because it's chunkier yarn, and this is the pattern for the jumbo cupcake, but it came out just regular jumbo size because it's a worsted weight yarn. Hopefully that makes sense. But anyway, I love these little cheeks. They're so cute. To me, the cheeks make it. I'm like, he's fine. Like, he's, you know, oh, that's cute. That's cute. Cheeks, adorable. So this one has sprinkles and a cherry. And then I started going along and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a cupcake for all of these little girls that are coming to my shower. Just as, you know, again, something for them to play with while they're there. And as just a little token of my appreciation that they even wanted to come hang out with me. So I started making more. So I have this yellow one. He does not have sprinkles. His little cherry isn't perfect, but it's okay. Then I have this orange. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. I love the little cherries on top. I will admit that I did I have gotten a little bit exhausted of making these. Look at that beautiful purple. Love that color. And so I'm making some smaller ones that don't have cherries so I can get them made. But, you know, it's cute to have a little variety. I think this one's my favorite. I think he's so cute. He's so cute. The safety eyes are the ones that I got from Temu. They've been working out great. I did the method where you get a lighter and you like melt the back of the eye. Like you put the safety, the like washer, the plastic washer thing on. That should keep it on there, but then I also melted the end of it and squished it down with the back of the lighter just to give it a little extra security. But there's that, and he does have sprinkles. So essentially, if it doesn't have a cherry, it's getting sprinkles. But if it does have a cherry, that's all he's getting. He didn't get no sprinkles. And then this one's kind of wonky. Yeah, somebody will love him, but I just could not get the dimensions correct with the top and the bottom. And I had already attempted like 3 times to make a cake bottom that would fit this top correctly. And I just kept messing it up. I'm like, you know what? I'm overthinking this. It's a toy cupcake. It's going to be fine. So I have a couple more that I'm making. I actually have a purple top here. The top, look how cute. Oh my Lord. So I'm about halfway finished with the cake part, the bottom part. But I'm going to make this one and I think 2 more, but I'm going to make 2 small ones so they can get done quickly because honestly, I'm over it. I'm over the cupcakes. They're adorable and I really think the girls are going to like them. But you know, after making like 9 of them, I'm done. Then I had this yarn. This yarn here. This is the yarn that it feels like a towel. It's the it's a heathered chenille. It's the Mainstays Walmart brand, and I got it because I loved the color. And it said it's a bulky 6, but it's like it feels way thicker than a 6. I think it's closer to like a 7. But I was having a really hard time working with it because I didn't have enough of it to make anything like a blanket or anything like that, which it would be a great blanket, especially for like kids because it's soft, but then it like feels like a towel. So if they get it wet or whatever, it can be washed, easily and all of that. It would be fine. But I didn't have enough to do that. And then I tried to make a pair of chunky slippers with it, and they were not coming out. It was too stiff. The stitches were too tight. I just did not like it, and I was not happy with it. So I frogged it, took it out again. I tried to work this into a cupcake, but it just was not going right. It just wouldn't do it, and I was frustrated. So I was like, okay. And so I threw that yarn to the side, and I was gonna just put it in my pile to use for my scrap blanket. But I was like, okay, let me take another look in this book and see if there's something that I can make with that yarn. So I found the jellyfish pattern, and I don't know what the deal is with me, but all of these that are supposed to be round, they ended up a little too pointy. I'm not sure if my tension's too tight in my magic circle. I don't know, but with the jellyfish look, it turned out okay. That he was a little too pointy. I will say that I will not buy this yarn again. If I can help it. I did not enjoy working with it. It did not slide on the hook very well. It was difficult to see my stitches. I guess because it's fluffy. Like I've worked with fluffy yarns before. I don't know what the deal was with this particular yarn. And then when I was going to sew this together, it was hard to grab a hold of a stitch. It just felt like it was really like tough. Like it wouldn't glide past the needle. Like the needles wouldn't go through. It was really strange. But anyway, so I managed to get the head made, and I was pretty happy with it. I'm like, okay, it's not too bad. And so I made some tentacles. I made the bottom part out of this chenille yarn that my mother had gotten me. It's a loops and thread. I have made other amigurumi things with this, so I didn't have much left. Actually, no, I used it in this blanket. I'm sorry. I used it in this blanket, so I didn't have a lot of it left. So I just used up what I had to make the bottom here and to make some of the tentacles. And then it was just this coral color in the green, which was great. But I added a little bit of purple in there too, just to give it a little extra flair. And put on his little mouth and his little face. And I am happy with it. I'm like, okay. Now the bottom does kind of like pull down. I made it just a tad too big, so it doesn't lay as flat as I would like it to lay, but you know, I was happy to use up this yarn, so it's fine. And then my husband, he was like, hey, why don't you put a little hanger on the top so it can be hung, which in the book, that was one of the modifications for this design. I was like, oh, okay, cool, good idea, babe. So I had used up all of this yarn, so I found another chenille yarn that's pretty close in color. Unless you're like really looking at it, it looks about the same. So it can be hung. And I'm going to take this with me, and I don't know if there'll be anyone there who wants it or not, but you know, I made it just to make for fun and to test out the patterns in that book. And you know, I'm glad I was able to use up that yarn and not have to either give it away or use it in a scrap blanket. Like, I was able to make something with it. So I was proud of myself for that. And last thing I want to show you guys are the thank you cards that I got from my friends. This one, oh, hello. This one says thank you a lot of times. And it says, I just can't thank you enough on the inside. I already wrote my notes in there, so I'm not going to show you guys the inside. And then this one says, so above, so beyond, so you. And the inside says, and I'm so grateful. So I got these cards with heartfelt notes inside and gift cards for them to say thank you. This is grateful and blessed. I loved this teal metallic and the yellow. And on the inside it says thank you so much. So I am excited to go to my baby shower tomorrow and celebrate with my friends. And I hope you enjoyed seeing my struggles and seeing the cute little things that I'm trying hard not to critique. You know, this isn't too big. The top's not too big for this. I didn't overstuff it and make the bottom more rounded than it's supposed to be. No way, it's perfect. This is a perfect little cupcake, right? Right? Thanks for coming by, and remember, it's always time for yarn.